Hello and welcome to the Trample Back Podcast, episode 85. My name's Gary Black, and joining me this week, as always, is Chris Conroy.
Hi.
And John Walker.
Is it not episode 84?
No, it's 85.
He said 84 when he fucked it up.
Well, when he did it and then...
It's okay, I'll edit all this bit out as well, it's fine. How are you guys this week?
Super.
I try to time my coffee upper at the right time, but we've wasted a lot of time, just enjoying each other's company.
Been a lot of chatting this week, hasn't
there? So now I'm on the down side of a really good
Back
coffee.
on the downer?
Yeah.
Gutted. I've still got a bit of a head cold, but I'm doing better than I was last week.
Great story, man. Great story.
So we need to start off, Chris, you want to thank some Patreon subscribers?
Patreons or patrons? What do we...
They are patrons on Patreon.
Cool.
Are we referring to them as bacons? A couple of new bacons this week.
Couple of new bacons.
James Dornan making a contribution for us to do some new stuff. And thanks very much, James. We really, really appreciate it. We also had Robert Kosh.
Primary school friend.
Oh, some friends are just friends for life, aren't they, Gary?
So would he have just been Kosh?
No, he was Robert. He was the exception to the straight out of Linwood rule.
The Linwood surname treaty of 19 something.
Bobby Kosh.
Bobby Kosh. You'll forever be Bobby Kosh in our hearts. We really appreciate you getting involved. Feel free to comment on the Patreon page. Any suggestions? We've been trying to put a wee bit in every week, but I just essentially you own us now. If you want us to see us do anything, just put it in the Patreon section. But it's been really nice. People, maybe one of us knows, or like nobody knows. We'd really appreciate the backup. And for all the people that are too, too busy or maybe money's tight, seriously, fucking retweet that shit.
Retweet, shares, like as well, but not a like on its own.
Well done, John.
That's so disheartening.
Some of my friends are running 15 betting accounts at the one time. 3 email accounts, and you say to them, "What's the podcast? We are going to make a video for the whole World Wide Web." Do you know? Somebody told me the other day that see the abbreviation www takes longer to say than World Wide Web.
Yeah.
Was it you that told me?
No.
It sounds like a Gary Black fact.
It does, doesn't it?
It sounds like a Gary Black.
Yeah, well, they're all one syllable, and W's too. W World Wide Web is C.
W's 3.
W.
Fuck, guy. There you go. Fucking hell, it's 3 times as long.
Yeah, we'll put it on the whole internet.
We'll put it online.
Yeah, is that what they call it? I don't know. I'm too busy doing physics equations.
What is a podcast anyway?
What is a podcast?
Let's not start that.
Guys, thanks very much for contributing. That is the end of the Patreon scam. Welcome to our Ponzi scheme. Who've we got? Who've we got? I just wanted, for some reason I was driving in today and I just wanted to begin everything with, "Hi, I'm Chris Conroy. Welcome to my weight loss journey." That is going to... see every Ponzi scheme scam. I'd love to just do our intros like that. So if you want to find out how to earn $150 a day by working 4 hours a week from home, contribute to our Patreon, and we'll send you a fact sheet and a webinar.
If you do want to join our Patreon, you just go to trampleback.com and click on the support us button.
Yeah, or patreon.com/guys doing podcasts.
So our first sad untimely death this week is Robbie Rotten.
Robbie Rotten of Lazy Town fame. I was exposed to Robbie through my kids. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of episodes. Are you aware of Robbie Rotten?
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. Not even the first time we recorded this and then we fucked it up and I told you about it then.
I have no idea what you're referring to.
You're such a pro, man. Such a fucking pro. What was Robbie Rotten's real name, Gary?
Mr.
Rotten.
Was it Schwenning?
Not Magnus Scheving, it was Sporticus.
We keep doing this.
He was the yoga gymnast that invented the whole idea. He initially went around schools trying to get kids to be fit and stretch. I think he was a competitive gymnast and then got injured.
Right.
I don't know if Robbie Rotten had anything to do with that. I think that was before the TV programme, and it was so popular in Scandinavia that they got a commission to make TV programmes again and again and again. The whole premise of the show is that Sporticus comes to a village, lazy town, where all the kids are really lethargic and lazy because there's a crack epidemic. Last thing you expect in Scandinavia.
It's the long winters.
Yeah, crack's more of a summertime drug. So he has a nemesis. Sporticus is getting the kids to do healthy shit, giving them sports candy. Do you know what sports candy is, John? I fucking told you the first time we recorded this. It's an apple.
Just an apple?
It's fruit. It's fruit.
You're actually now better if you're going to do it in sports, the Haribo Tangtastics.
Yeah.
Sour Sweeties.
It's slow releasing.
Handful of them. There's actually too much sugar in fruit if you're eating it before exercise.
Also, Sports and Science sponsor a lot of podcasts that I listen to, so if you are after any isotonic gels...
I mean, they wouldn't be punting a Pink Lady. That's just a ball of sugar.
Imagine seeing...
However, if Pink Lady want to get in touch and sponsor the podcast...
Big Pink Lady?
Then Pink Lady will be the apple of the podcast.
I think I prefer a Golden Delicious.
I thought you were going to say a Royal Gala.
No.
We know loads of apples. How do you like them apples? A lot. And in many different varieties.
Crab
apples? No. Did you ever pick apples and eat them?
No.
They're always too... You know, there was something sinister about them. You know, it's... you know...
Yeah, public fruit is often sinister.
Yeah, and low-hanging.
Hmm.
So, Sporticus has lost a nemesis this week in Robbie Rotten. Another arch evil... What word am I looking for there, Gary? You read a lot of comics.
Is it Nemesis?
Nemesis,
arch villain.
Arch villain. We've lost another arch villain to bile duct cancer.
Yeah, that sounds nasty.
Gets them all in the end. It's not even as if you could ask for a bile duct transplant, is it? That's something like, oh, we need to take it for your own knee.
Your knee bile duct?
Aye.
Does make you think though, like when those arch nemesis die, it leaves the hero with a piece of their life missing.
Yeah,
because that's what motivates you.
There's no challenge.
What's the reason to get up in the morning?
If kids are just happy and healthy and eating apples, there's no reason to get...
Like if Messi had no Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
So if Ronaldo dies of bile duct cancer,
I don't even know what is going to kill Ronaldo. The older he gets, just the healthier he is.
Yeah, it'll be something ironic.
What? Like he chokes on a football? The thing that made him so successful.
He goes to look at his own statue and it topples over and falls on him.
Oh, that Art Attack one. Robbie Rotten, 43, which is very young to die.
This feels like there should be a saying for that.
Yeah. Robbie, you are going to be missed. Not as much as Aretha Franklin, but you are going to be missed. It's been ages since MD, well, apart from the chuckle, it's ages since we've had a celebrity death that you've been genuinely crushed by, John. Yeah.
If more celebrities that I enjoy or have once loved could die, I would have more to say on the subject.
I think, is it not due to the fact that John's cultural awareness is so thin?
Well, right, fast forward to, hello, I'm Gary Black, and welcome to Trampleback Podcast 2064. This week, the death of Brandon Flowers.
I wouldn't be here for that one because I would be over in Vegas.
Yeah.
Visiting the grave. Yeah.
Would Brandon Flowers get buried? There would be some kind of weird Scientologist, Jehovah, burn me and then...
Burn me, then the rest of the band just snort his ashes.
No, but they're very clean living.
I'm not sure I believe that.
Not you think that's bullshit?
Yeah, I do. The drummers...
I like Ronnie.
He seems a lot of fun, and it just seems the kind of fun you don't get without alcohol involved.
Do you know why the Killers drummer looks like such a good laugh? Because he's the double of My Name Is Errol. And I imagine him having the same adventures.
He is a great Instagram account.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ron, the drummer from Killers. After every gig he does like a wee minute post, and they're always really, really funny and enjoyable. And I won't ruin any of them if you want to spend an hour.
It seems really unappealing. Like the kind of thing I would waste some time on, then come back next week and be like...
Do you think you should start an Instagram account? Get in touch if you want to see us doing stuff. I mean, the big... It's the 3 Fs of Instagram, isn't it? Food, fitness, and what's the other one? Fashion. Food, fitness, and fashion, because they're all very, very visual things that you can take a good photograph of.
I don't feel like we're three very visual people.
No.
I feel like I'm only visual.
Only visual?
Yeah.
Like,
Which is a good thing. I'm not trying to do a mainly non-visual podcast.
I tell you what, see, since we moved into a studio, do you know what's been a massive waste of fucking money? The sign language cunt in the corner.
Yeah.
Don't sign that.
Steve.
Trampled Bat will always be free, like a mother's love. However, like a mother's love, no, it's not conditional. Trampled Bat will always be free.
That's why it's the podcast of the people.
The podcast of the people. But we want to grow a little bit more, and we want to do other things, and we want to do a little bit extra. If you would like to hear us do a little bit extra, whether it be interviews with people that are rolling through Glasgow at the time, blog posts from John Gavin or Ralph Fenton on cycling, or just occasional videos, then just give us a little support. All the details are on our website at tramplebat.com. Go on there and have a look. The Patreon button's there. We all know how tough it is just now just to get down the shops and buy some little beans. We know money's tight. Any support you can give, we really appreciate it. But see, if you're skint and you want to keep listening for nothing, just keep listening. We're just happy that you picked us instead of some other shambles thing to try to flog you a mattress. Thanks for listening to Trampled Bat.
So who else has died?
Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous guy.
Oh yeah.
Now you know him, Gary.
The boy Leach.
Richard.
Dickie Leach.
I'm going to say Robin.
Robin Leach.
I'm going to say it was Robin Leach.
It's a bit of
Dick
mean,
Leach.
that possibly anybody under 30.
It's a miracle. I know who he is.
Yeah, I don't understand how you do it, but it was like a kind of. It wasn't really like through the keyhole, but it was that kind of.
Do you know? See that standard of program, lifestyles of the rich and famous. It's the but you said he was English. Worked for the Daily Mail, so he's been English and then upped his English accent to go and work in America and do this. It's a bit like Casey Kasem. You know, they must have bought 50 of the programmes, and when they were short or something, they just slid this timeless, no topics discussed.
It's like 70s Cribs.
Do you know, that's exactly what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Aye.
But is this when rich people were actually people that you understood why they were rich?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like just some guy with an £8 million mansion who was a YouTube blogger?
And they open the fridge and every single shelf is completely fully stocked.
Margarine and champagne.
Yeah.
I seen a fridge camera. You aware of this?
Yeah.
Right? You get a camera for your fridge so you can see what's in it.
And it displays it on the front of the fridge.
No.
Or on your smartphone.
No, and when you're in Asda and you go, oh, am I needing tomatoes? And then you can fucking look in your fridge.
For fuck's sake. What did your mum used to do? Before she went to the shop?
She make a list.
Make a fucking list.
She knew what she needed for the week.
This is why people are getting fucking dumber and everyone's getting autistic. It's because nobody's willing just to do basic things. You don't need a fucking camera in your fridge. You need a fucking notepad. You've got one in your phone.
Do you know what I'm enjoying now?
Oh my god!
As well, to see these doorbells with the cameras on the front of them, and the smart arse is going, "Move away from my door now, burglar! I know you're not delivering a package."
You know,
what a lot of bullshit! You would have flung the phone to the ground. You would have raced home and discovered that the guy had fucking robbed you.
One of those.
That's me backing away now.
One of those door cameras came with facial recognition in, so that you'd have it actually on the inside of your door, so that say your kids are a bit young, but say you had the older teenagers, they were coming home from school and you weren't home from work, it would recognise their face and either not show you an alert or show you an alert to say your kids are home from school, so you'd know everything was okay without phoning in. They tested it, released it into the market, and then afterwards found out that the facial recognition didn't work if you were black, didn't recognise a face.
See, that whole thing you explained is not the reason anyone gets it. It's because guys don't trust their wives.
Do you think so?
That is the only reason that product exists. There's nobody going, I really hope my fucking door recognises my child's face as it approaches to with the key that we only have for the house that I've given to my children.
I cannot trust my kids with a key. They fucking swallow it. I'd be in Asda looking at my smartphone, counting pints of milk. They'd be choking in a key.
How much does the fucking camera cost for your fridge?
For your fridge? No, you need a new. It's a whole new fridge.
Right. Well,
Does it come with the fridge?
Yeah, they're like $1,000.
See if my mum got home and was making us dinner when we were kids, and I said, "Do we have any tomato ketchup?" And she went, "Oh fuck, I forgot it. I'll get it next time I go to Asda." She wouldn't have said what I needs a new fridge with a camera in it, so I remembered. Fuck off! I hate. This is getting me angry. I remember I wanted to be upbeat.
It's actually bringing them out in hives.
I'm so fucking angry.
Do you know what's annoying me about these adverts, these products that keep coming out? The inventor, James Dyson fucking started this. The inventor insists on being the advert, and they're geniuses, but they're fucking bland.
Hi, my name's David, and I invented the Ring outdoor camera. It will help protect your family in these occasions. Now watch this simulation.
Go and find out if his wife cheated on him. I'm not even remotely joking. I've met people with these cameras in their house and outside their houses, and every one of them has got a darkened relationship behind them.
Fucking love this line, man. Oh, mate, it's so true. It's so true.
Fucking personal trainer recently or something.
The good.
She's lost a bit of weight after the kids. Somebody flings her a compliment in work. All before you know it, you're fucking investing in CCTV.
That's how the adverts should be based. Do you suspect you've been cheated on by our home security?
But people don't have, like, the price of goods now. People don't have anything worth stealing that they couldn't buy for fuck all anyway. You can have a TV the size of your wall for 400 quid. Burglars can't fucking
carry them out. A burglar couldn't carry my. It took me and my brother-in-law to carry it up into the fucking brackets.
Much was this? 36 quid. Whose wife's getting fucked in a fridge? It's went this far.
How come before I got home you're always making some sandwiches?
No, don't open the fridge. We've no butter. We've no cheese. Six guys in there.
This was a segment on the lifestyles of the rich and the famous.
I mean, I need to make myself a toasty and a bukkake party, fella. Fuck knows what she's been doing.
Yeah, I have seen one of the more expensive ones that actually has the display on the front of the fridge, so you can see inside the fridge without opening the door. Under some sort of guise of helps keep things cooler because you're not opening and shutting the door.
You're not letting all the fucking guys escape. That's the. Hi there. I would like to buy one of your security devices. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. How's the kids taking it?
You know they do pet ones now.
Oh,
if you've got
my partner bought one.
Oh, you're kidding?
Who am I shagging behind her back?
Can it feed them treats?
No, it was like anything. She bought it off of eBay. You know, the big old singing dancing one was 300 quid. She bought one for China for 320. For 30 quid. She tried for ages to set it up. You know, it's meant to join the Wi-Fi. You're meant to be able to talk to them. The camera worked fine, but as soon as she was away for the Wi-Fi, it was just shit. Do you know what? See, to get the cats downstairs, they react. Like, you know how I feel about the cats, but they've turned me into a fucking raving dick. Where there is a key phrase that brings them downstairs from when they're upstairs wiping their dirty animal arses in my pillow.
Does it begin with a D?
Yeah. Dreamies! But you need to say it like that. There's this snack.
There's a tone.
That look like wee scampi fries. Dreamies! Oh, I despise myself.
My partner currently has a go at me for this because I use a certain tone to talk to my nephews and my nieces.
Like a Doug?
Yeah, it's more like a... Hi, Mason. Mason, how is nursery?
Step away from my door.
I was in the supermarket this week and I found what can only be described as Dreamies for guys.
Right, what are they?
They look identical to Dreamies. They're little pockets of cereal with Oreo filling.
Right.
It's just people Dreamies.
People dreamies.
So now when my partner wants me and the cat down, she's got 2 bags, shaking the 2 bags.
Oh, the cats know how I feel about, and they toy with me. Like they provoke me until I get them, sort of shoo them off, so that she goes, "Don't be so shite to the cat." I'm sitting there straight after work, and one of them jumps up on the couch and jumps round behind me. Jumps up on the couch, jumps up round behind me. Jumps up on the couch. There's a cat flap there. They've got the fucking whole world, and they're treating me like a fucking roundabout.
They do like to hold their arsehole quite close to your face, I've found.
Oh. But they do bring so much joy to her, so I need to just fucking bite the bullet, don't I? I think she got that camera because, see, as much as I dislike them, I would never ever hurt them or, shout at them.
No,
or
you just be
anything.
passive aggressive towards them.
No, I would.
I've seen it.
But I think that's why she's put that camera in.
To make sure you're not hitting them.
Like, it's years since I've smoked. But I think she thinks I'm buying lighters and setting their tail. I think she does say, "Oh, I bet you're really bad to the cats when I'm not there." I sit them down and tell them the realities of fucking life.
Feels like she would do like a Rogue Traders style sting on you.
I just
Be sitting in next door's bedroom watching a camera. He was mean to them. He called them bad kitties.
and I don't maybe tell me to fuck off if they're like wiping their feet in my dinner. But I'm not being bad to cats, and I'm not buying one of those. Do you know where that's going with the doorbells, with the recognition and everything? I think eventually it's going to get like Amazon drones. You'll just have a Dropbox in your garden, and everything will be linked. And see your Dropbox, it'll just open up when the drone will drop it off, and then away it'll go. There'll be like a holding pen for your deliveries.
And your neighbour will be drone fishing for their roof.
Yeah. I think that this is the time. Before it's outlawed, we should start buying catapults. Just drone fishing. Like, see, once the drones are everywhere, I think going, no more catapults, no more air rifles. I think this is the time to stockpile.
What'd you get today? Multi-pack of nappies. Yes.
Do you know what? We are such collateral damage to this, to these corporations, that it would only be a matter of time before the drones were armed. As soon as you were aggressive towards a drone, it would just fire back at you. Just rubber bullets. They'd be better getting posties knives.
Why we like for work? Get shot 3 times with a drone because I looked sad.
This drone had a really big telly and I thought I could get it. Shot me in the leg.
Seems like a good end of celebrity death there.
Right, I'm going to ask you a question, boys. I want you to say, it's word association.
Right.
I'm going to say a name to you. I want you just to say the first word that comes into your head, right?
Right.
Gary, you first. Jamie Oliver.
Slabber.
John, Jamie Oliver.
Hates school dinners.
Hates
Cunt.
school 24 minutes in, the first C-bomb.
Yep.
Jamie Oliver this week.
What was he trying to get us to stop eating? Was it pizza before?
No, he was trying to stop pizza deals in
two-
Scotland, two for one.
2 for ones. Right,
2 for ones.
Is that because he owns Italian restaurants and wants all us to eat pizza at his restaurants?
Is the one in Glasgow not closed down?
Yeah, didn't he have to close it down because he needed money for a legal matter that we can't talk about?
What is it?
Can't talk about it.
Can't talk about it, but it was CCTV camera related.
There was a camera in his fridge and Jules wasn't happy.
Yeah.
He was getting a lot of heat last week for the cultural appropriation of a new line that he brought out. Jerk chicken. Oh no, jerk rice.
Jerk rice.
So
Jamie Oliver, jerk rice.
Rice. See if he wants to call it that. I think. See, he'd donate time on news items with 2 people that have taken time out of their day to comment. Obviously, 2 of them are really angry about the way Jamie Oliver has come up with this rice idea. But they're saying it's cultural appropriation, that he shouldn't be doing it. Levi Roots was the other expert.
Reggae sauce?
Yeah, was the other expert. And he said to him, Jamie, you need to include some of these ingredients, but he didn't. And he went ahead with his own version of it. Do you know what? There wasn't this fucking scandal when he started using goose fat and roast totties, is there? There wasn't a jump up and down going, that's not how you make roast potatoes, you fucking racist.
Isn't the entirety of British cooking in the last 100 years all been cultural appropriation?
Yeah, because we colonised everybody.
Yeah.
You know, everything, like, see when my brother broke the news to me that they don't eat chicken balls every night in Beijing. Fucking, the sorrow.
That's why you cancelled that move to China, wasn't it, though?
Imagine that, just ribs for your lunch every day. That it's an approximation of what we think Chinese people eat, rather than what Chinese people eat. They eat rice and vegetables and they live to 100.
Miserably.
Whereas, well, I could just go a chicken ball, but I know
what I eat.
I know Sporticus would be on my case. Here, have some of this rice candy. It's just rice.
You don't even jerk rice as well. That's the issue.
What is the definition of jerk?
It features certain ingredients.
Is it certain spices?
I think there's mustard and thyme and things that he left out of it. See if he wants to...
So that was a bit that bothered me, and I fucking hate that I even spent time looking at the tweets, but the amount of people tweeting to explain why it was cultural appropriation to use the name and not even use ingredients. Like, you are looking through a fucking rice recipe, you sad loser cunt. You're looking at a recipe to fucking decide if somebody's been racist or using cultural appropriation. You're the one with the problem.
I see the level of social media and news time it got. I thought Jamie Oliver had went blackface. Jumping up and down in a Jamaican accent, telling people to eat his black rice. because he invented black rice and they should fucking just love it.
Do you think it would have been better if he'd just called it spicy rice?
Aye.
Right, there was places in California that were complaining because there was Mexican pop-up restaurants that were run by Americans.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to fling a bit of cultural appropriation in here. Uncle fucking Ben. There's fucking loads of this. Jamie Oliver has made a mistake, right? He's released a product and he's not done the background checks on it, right? We've all been there. We've all had front doors. We've all had wives. We've not had cameras. We've all made mistakes. But Jamie Oliver, I don't think is a racist. Jamie Oliver is not the problem. So what's happening? I noticed it this week with the Radio 1 DJ, Jackmaster. Did you see any of this story, Gary?
I seen his name coming up, but I don't know who he is, so I just kind of skipped by it.
A guy from Paisley worked his way up to eventually get the Radio 1 residency, and then he's just been making money every weekend. It's been an absolute cash cow, a gold mine. Loads of people making money off him. Last week, a photo came out of an incident that happened in May at a festival called Love Saves the Day. The picture and the video is of Jackmaster shiting in a kettle. Right?
Which we all thought was something that only happened in a Kevin Bridges sketch.
Yeah.
Right? Shiting in a kettle. A couple of days later, 8 women come forward and said, he's sexually assaulted me at festivals or in a club environment. So he's already had to fucking release a statement going, I apologise to kettles everywhere. I'm not kettlist. Then he has to release a second statement saying, I'm addicted to GHB and that's when I get a bit gropey when I'm at my work, when I'm on the GHB, you know, you get a bit gropey.
So it seems like a reasonable...
No, it's fucking harder gearies on the GH. Nobody date rates themselves and then starts feeling tits. The whole thing's a fabrication to say, right, what sounds right.
Yeah.
So what happened is there's a couple of DJs in Glasgow come out and said that there was a lot of lad culture coming into club culture.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's sort of lady behaviour. And what's happened is a lot of big clubs shut down. So people in that frame of mind don't have anywhere to go to, so they're then feeding into the underground. So there's a couple of Glasgow DJs I like called Optimo, and one of the guys put up a tweet saying that dance culture had been his life and he could see this lad culture creeping in. So he gets the usual pat in the back, so people saying, oh, he's an ally, he's helping the Me Too. And then there was a couple of girls come on it and said, well, it wasn't that last year when you tell me to fucking kill myself because I said I've been groped in
Fucking hell.
and a club that you use. And there were some misguided, like they put the screenshots up, and it was discussed again. The comments that were irresponsible at the time. But the guy kept going and saying, "Do you know what? I said things, and there's not a day goes by that I don't regret what I said." And what I thought was a funny, cynical response wasn't, and I realised I was part of the problem. But what you've then got is a lot of people saying, "Well, you're trying to distance yourself from this." And there was a great point made. You're trying to distance yourself from this toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity is a thing. It's everywhere. We're a part of it, just by the very virtue that we're male.
Mm-hmm.
But if somebody like Jamie Oliver or Optimo are making an effort to go, do you know what? I know I'm part of the problem, but how do we make this better? See the people spending time attacking them instead of attacking the people that are actually feeling tits and making racist rights. Like, there's loads and loads of people picking the wrong fucking battles. But if he hadn't shat in a kettle, this whole thing wouldn't have came to light. And there's a lot of promoters and a lot of DJs, the same way there's a lot of comedians and a lot of clubs and a lot of promoters that just stay quiet when people do shitty things because they're making money off it.
Yeah.
See, because we're in the UK, a lot of folk don't actually realise that's how the Harvey Weinstein thing came out. There was a photo of him shiting in a kettle.
It was a fucking really big kettle though. The kettle had a camera inside it. And if you looked at the side of the kettle, you could actually see him curling it in.
I was reading an article
What
this
a
week.
fucking aim you must have.
Have you ever had to take a sample?
No.
That's the same problem. You need to somehow get it in some sort of container to enable you to take the sample. And that aiming is something you've never had to do in your life, really.
See, that's kind of backward because you only need now to like scrape a bit into it. So really, you just shit as normal and get a bit onto the stick, and in you go.
Right, point I'm making here while you two are doing the fucking bowel cancer test that could have saved Robbie Rotten, is that there are a lot of well-intentioned, well-meaning people, but if you keep fucking attacking them, they'll turn off to your cause.
Well, the Harvey Weinstein thing came out. Ben Affleck then said that it's wrong, and this has been going on in movies for ages, and they need to address it. All anyone did on him was go back 20 years, find him hosting MTV's Spring Weekend, and they found a picture of him groping the co-host when they were both blazing, and you find yourself going, he's actually tried to speak up because he's got a big network, he's got a big voice out there, and you just went back and into his fucking data of history and went, find something on him so we can also tag him in with the same thing, and then he just went, you know what, fuck he's in, I'll apologise for that, and I'm out.
Here's a bit of advice. If you are male and you listen to this podcast, don't touch anybody that doesn't want to be touched. There is no ambiguity.
That seems like good advice.
That seems fair.
And that's the effort of going, do you know what? Sometimes I'm part of the problem. Sometimes everybody is. But stop groping people in clubs so I can go to the clubs and not have to think about it, please. Oh shit, that's toxic masculinity. I'm thinking about myself again, aren't I? Fuck, this is hard.
Yeah.
But I'm taking umbrage with the term toxic masculinity. It's fucking just bad behaviour.
Aye.
You know what? It's bad behaviour for males, it's bad behaviour for females. Fucking Asia Argento. The boy coming forward saying he was raped when he was 17.
Who? Right.
She was married to Anthony Bourdain. Or no, engaged to Anthony Bourdain, the celebrity chef that died a couple of months ago.
Oh, okay.
She Italian actress, had been in a film with this child actor when he was 7. They kept in touch and often joked about their mother-son relationship online. Fast forward a couple of years, he's been watching a lot of stepmother porn on Pornhub. So he's 17, she's 37. They get it on. He's come forward 6 years later. They meant,
she was grooming me for 10 years.
But you're going, are you fucking mental, mate? But do you know what he was saying? Do you know what I'm victim blaming now? This is fucking hard.
Yeah.
Right. He's 17, and the reason for the court case was he was saying it was for lost earnings. See before he get pumped off the good looking older actress. he was earning $600,000 a year, and after he got pumped, he was only earning $60,000 a year. So he's saying that it adversely affected him. That's why the things went to court.
Where's the direct link?
I don't know. He's saying that. Do you think he's maybe got a couple of years down the line and went, "Fuck, I'm shite now"? Maybe it was because I pumped her.
I don't know anything about this.
I'm victim blaming here.
Yeah.
But at 17, if it had happened in Holland, he would already have been pumping the actress who's 20 years older than him for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
But in certain states of America, that constitutes it as he can't give consent.
Wasn't that a thing? I can't believe I'm going back to Joss Stone was 17 and married,
right,
to her husband who was 20, and they went to America and he got arrested.
Did he?
Yeah.
Man, they really hate Joss Stone over there, don't they?
She's had a hard life.
I tell you what, we've not heard from her. Did she text you?
No.
I think that whole serious plot to kidnap her and murder her might have...
Is anybody keeping an eye on her? Joss, if you're listening, don't eat Jamie Oliver's rice. Fucking, you can't do the right thing, can you? I'm trying to do the right thing here.
The best thing that
Don't fucking touch MD. Even if you love them and they love you back. Sorry, Gary.
The best thing we can do as men is just shut the fuck up.
Aye, constantly.
Just shut up and let them go home. See, even that, so you can't even go...
See if there was a fucking quiet place, let's call it the pub, where you went on a Sunday with your other male friends that should shut the fuck up and you just talked amongst yourselves about bland shit, like plain rice, they'd be fucking kicking in the door saying, "You won't let us in." But as soon as you let them in, they're going, "You're fucking dicks, by the way." So confused. Hi, I'm Jackie Bird, and I am blatantly in favour of independence. Listen to Tramplebat at tramplebat.com. Not that Jackie Bird, but maybe the Jackie Bird that you're thinking of. If it's the Jackie Bird that you're thinking of and it's going to affect my job, then it's not that Jackie Bird, but this is Jackie Bird. Tramplebat.com. Okay, here's a blast from the past, Gary. Alex Salmon's had a hard week.
Mm-hmm.
He's been accused of touching breasts and bottoms through clothes. That's... January of this year. We're now in August.
Wasn't it? I thought it was 2013.
I think the allegations came out in January, but these are back into 2013.
Historic allegations.
Right.
This feels like one of these scenarios I've been talking about where we play a political game whereby I think if this wasn't a former SNP leader but was one of the opposition in this country, it would be made of a million times worse.
We'd have started with it.
Do you think it's been played down?
Not, I think it's been sidestepped. I don't think it's been played down. I think it's been taken very seriously, but I think it's been not treated as severely as it could have been. I think SNP are playing it right by going, there's an investigation, we can't really comment until that comes out. But if it had been the opposition, I'm sure papers would have went for them. People would have went for them more in the public eye.
Do you know what, this is the exact problem that we're talking about? Because I'm sitting here going, they've only fucking released this because the independence thing's gathering momentum.
Yeah. Well,
this is why victims don't come forward, Chris. I'm going, but the media have fucking broke us. Going, somebody comes forward and says, "I've had my bum touched 5 years ago and I would like to speak about it now." And I'm going, well, why did you not fucking speak about it? They're going, well, there wasn't the culture where we felt safe.
Yeah, it's on the one hand, are we thinking about it differently because it's somebody we agree with? Yes, we are. But also, the timing of it coming out publicly, the people who brought it out into the public, just makes you think there's somebody...
Right, how about I put forward this scenario? The newspapers knew about it all along.
Yeah, of course they did.
And fucking waited until a time that suited their agenda.
So what probably happened was Alex Salmon probably stepped down, and it was at that point the allegations came forward. And they then went, this isn't worth anything to us now. He stepped down. There's no the independence vote's just finished and it's not worked out. Do you know what would be good? If we ever need it in the future, we'll back it.
There must be folders and folders of shit like that, but all sorts of people have stuff that they know but isn't suitable for them right then.
But you're never getting to the point of saying whether it did happen or whether it didn't happen.
Well, there was
I think as soon as somebody is victimised or wronged, we should have a big box in every town centre. And see, as soon as you're wronged in a serious way, like raped, touched, murdered, you should make your way to the town square where there's a box, and you should be able to shout it for the top, and then it's investigated. They don't wait for 4 years. Like, what do? Pick up fingerprints from a pencil skirt 5 years ago? Oh, definitely Salmon's hand, the gropey bastard.
There was a leaked email that came out, and I'm really annoyed with myself that I can't remember who it was, but they were saying that it was somebody in the unionist party saying the thing about sexual misconduct allegations is that people read it as sexual assault whether you say it or not, and that people remember that whether it was true or not. So as long
They
because
don't
people
fucking remember it enough. Every time they go back to get voted in, they get voted back in whether they're guilty, not guilty, or still at it.
The girls, what position of...
She was leaning against the desk.
What was the relationship between the two? How did this scenario occur?
It must be some underling in the office in
Well, that's what I was asking. Like, that's what I was getting at. Is it somebody that was working within the party, on the staff?
I don't think we know, do we?
No, so there's been no details. But I hate... See, to be honest, the world doesn't need my opinion on it.
Yeah.
But in my own head, I'm pissed off second guessing everybody.
Yeah.
To go, well, is it the media? Did he do it? Did he not do it? Does it matter? It does matter if he did it. But the media responsibility is going, well, see if you know about it, you should report it at the time rather than for maximum gain for your paymasters.
Yeah. So there's at least 2 women who have a right to have their voice heard.
100%.
But the media have used that to their own needs.
Yep. And also, like the one that was in the press last night, Liam Gallagher putting his hands on his girlfriend. That guy fucking takes the hero worship of John Lennon too far. But there will be a lot of guys in really, really bad pretty green clothing that will turn a blind eye to that.
Yeah. He's not that kind of guy.
It's been misconstrued in the press.
I just have a lot of people on my Twitter and Facebook who I guarantee if this had been anything to do with the Tory party or an ex-leader in the Tory party, this would have been shared as how disgusting it was. And it just seems to be missing. And this is where it becomes, for me, when I get really annoyed, it becomes a game sport where you go, I'm not sharing that because that looks bad. And you go, well, no, it's still sexual assault. It's still a political leader potentially abusing his power at the time. If you really care about the issue and it's not just a fucking brownie point for your team, you need to actually do something and be honest about it. This would be like me.
No. See the wider context here, John. Is see if Salmond has done this, and it's deplorable that he thinks, oh, it's okay to abuse this position of power. There is nobody going to say, right, I'm going to change my vote. But the way the media present it is like some kind of weapon, as if they're going to change people's minds. The media don't realise how far people have moved on and realise what shitty tactics they're using. And
I think there's still loads of people who still subscribe to that, and that's why they use it.
Oh my God. He did what? Where? To who? Well, I think I'll be voting to live under the reign of Westminster for the next 50 years. Huh.
Or it's like people who are against the Tories going on about Margaret Thatcher all the time.
No, but it was her policies. She never felt somebody's banger in a meeting.
She might have.
She wasn't interested in bangers. or vaginas. She was just interested in power and upsetting minds.
Maybe that's what Salmon does as well. Maybe it was just a power thing.
100% is power.
Yeah, there's something about that. And this is what I've went on about the SNP in Scotland a lot, is there's something about that power that I think would then become something rotten. I'm not talking about sexual assault, I'm talking about more about policy now, is to see if you just give that so much power to one group of people. That's how you get fucked up. You can't cope with that power.
See if Salmon's done this. See the 2 women that have come forward. Their abuse has been used as a political weapon.
Yeah. Which, given the scale of what he's accused of, is potentially worse.
Yeah, any kinds...
Which is a...
But at the same time, I'm sitting here... the very idea of laying your hands on somebody when it's uninvited is... It's foreign. I don't mean I don't mean people are bringing it to this country. I mean, it's a strange idea.
Yeah, every woman you know says she's been in a club or a gig and had somebody touch it up.
Aye.
Yeah.
So there must be people out there that you know. Yeah, so that's what I can't get my head around is we must have friends.
Have we got
people we
blinkers?
know
Aye. Beasts.
are-
We know people that are fucking
Yeah.
beasts.
and you would defend them with your life and say, no, they would never do that. But the scale of it means that there must be, unless there's just one really bad guy.
Yeah. It's do you know what? I'm not a victim, and it's hurting my head. But imagine being a victim of something like that and think, oh, nobody'll listen. Like the people that are committing the abuse and the people that are reporting the abuse to the public are messing with how people perceive it.
The situation seems like, and I could be wrong, I'm just what I'm reading into it, seems like at some point at some event it got a bit drunk and handsy. They've complained to the party and they're investigating
At the time.
I think so. Or
And then the parties quashed it.
no, but not the party's quashed it. The party said to them, we're going to investigate this. And they've gone, yeah, that's all that needs to happen, is it needs to be investigated and make sure it can't happen again. And now it just seems like, is that victim?
But that's you. You're victim blaming.
Am I though?
See the word you used, John, power. I don't even think these things are sexual. I think it's a power.
Yeah.
A power thing. We're lucky we're not very powerful. They fucking send us batshit. So, this is what we're saying. Guys, don't touch anything that doesn't want to. Girls, don't groom 7-year-old child actors that you've worked with in the past.
Yeah.
Just be nice to one another. See if you really need to. Don't ever be tug at yourself. Get it out of your system. But don't make somebody else feel bad. And see if somebody's trying to do the right thing. Don't fucking immediately jump on them and go, well, actually, I think you'll find you made an unsavoury comment 2 years ago about tits. See if they are right here, right now, and they're trying to do the right thing. It's because everybody's attitude has changed over a 2, 3, 5 year period and realised that society was maybe quashing this stuff and hiding it. If somebody now is trying to say, right, this needs to change, don't throw back in their face going, well, I think actually you have a penis, so you don't deserve to talk about safe spaces. Fucking, you're fighting the wrong battle. We should be chopping hands off. Fucking Sharia law doesn't have this.
There's a really good song that sums it up. Sometimes it's better not to stick bits of each other in each other.
I know somebody's listening. I know somebody's listening to this now going, he's right, Sharia law doesn't have this. That's the only bit. That's the only bit they would have fucking got. Right, Banhammer this week is hands.
Okay, so that's us this week.
Well, that was a pleasure seeing you two guys for an extended period of time this week. Absolute
on a
pleasure.
Saturday rather than a Sunday.
Like go out
to
quicker?
feel like you no, because we need to
Keep the consistency.
keep the consistency and allow the Patreon people that are extra
How did we-
24 hours.
How did we talk about Jamie Oliver so long and nobody done that?
Consistency.
Because we're pro.
Jamie, you're a bit of a dick, but I felt for you this week. Alex Salmond, you better be keeping your mitts off people. Who else we got? Toxic masculinity. Give that the banhammer. It's just bad behaviour. People be nice to one another.